Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Lego Ninjago Dragons Rising Zane's Dragon Power Spinjitzu Race Car set. This is set number 71791. It has 307 pieces, and I paid $35 for this set. Now, this is one of the new seasons of Ninjago's sets. I've already done several of those sets. I didn't do the big Markets set, and I don't know if I'm going to get that or not, but I've done the Destiny's Bounty, the new one. I've done some mechs, some dragons, and some other stuff, and I think this is the first set that I'm doing out of the new wave that has Cole and Zane, so I'm interested in seeing those minifigures, and I'm just excited to see more of the new Dragon Rising orb pieces as well, because I've only gotten one of those in one set so far. So in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy! Okay, so that is this Lego Ninjago Dragons Rising Zane's Dragon Power Spinjitzu Race Car. This is pretty cool. There's a lot of good stuff here. So I'm going to go through it like I normally go through these things. First, we will look at the minifigures, and I will show the Imperium Claw Hunter and the Imperium Guard Commander first, because I've already gotten several of these minifigures here of both of them. So they are really great. They're great figures, and I'm happy to get more. So we got really good printing on the torso for both of these. They are different. Awesome detail, lots of metallics in there. The face is really good. There is a back to both of these. I will remove their accessories. One is the dual molded sword. One is kind of a brick built scepter here. If I take off the head pieces, we will be able to see the back of the heads. They're not alternate faces necessarily, but they do have some detail on the back there. The back printing is really good. It's covered up by the pauldrons here. Love the printing on the midsection, printing on the legs, printing on the feet down here. Really nice. These are exceptional minifigures. I've covered them more in depth in other Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising videos, so if you are more interested in seeing, the rest of them, maybe check out one of those other videos of mine, like the Sora's Mech Bike or Destiny's Bounty, or the combo mechs, or the lava transforming dragon, any of those. So those are kind of our antagonists there. The next one we will take a look at is Cole. Now this is, like I mentioned at the beginning, this is the first set of this new wave that I've gotten that has Cole in it. So this is really great. I love Cole's color. Really, really nice torso print. New scarf head face mask piece, which is separate from the headwear piece. Nice gold for Cole's kind of emblem, printing on the midsection, printing on the legs, including the feet. And I will show Cole's alternate faces. The like all of the other Ninjago ones with this new scarf piece, it is attached to the kind of place where these katanas go. So that's the new piece there. And we can, with the pauldrons off or whatever, the new piece, we can see some of the more detail up around the collar. We can see Cole's face, and then we also have Cole with the kind of eye black mask as well, which is very nice. And then the back of Cole, very cool with the gold dragon and the orb, and then kind of this fracturing off sort of detail on the back. So really, really nice figure. Glad I got a different one because I've gotten several of some of the other people. And then we have Zane. This is a Zane set, as you can maybe see from the colors. And this is, again, I think the first Zane I've gotten out of the Dragon Rising as well. So really nice detail up here, similar to Cole. And we get the gold for the emblem there, printing on the midsection, printing on the legs, including the feet. Right now we have the new scarf piece on and the headwear. I will take that off. And we can see Zane's head. So I had this on Zane's sort of masked area here. Really nice detail with the blue coming off of there. I really like how this all looks. And the alternate face there is Zane like that. And then we get the dragon gold with kind of like ice kind of shards coming up and the orb there. Really nice minifigure. Glad to have Zane and Cole here now. And then we'll look at some of these side builds for the antagonists. I don't know what this is called. It feels to me like a rotating kind of droid robot kind of thing. So we use some gold, some translucent orange. Very, very simple build. And I think this is supposed to go with the Imperium Guard and Imperium Claw people. It matches their kind of vehicles in here. So nice, fine little side build. Doesn't add a ton, but it's cool. I do like these pieces, these gold pieces here. I don't know if I've seen those exactly before, so that was nice. And then we get two of these, I'm going to call them like gliders or something, that are built up that a minifigure could be, positioned on, and that's well and good. So we use some gold there. We use some of these big translucent discs, the rotating plate in there, so those can spin around. Very nice. I actually really liked how these came together because it uses like the semicircle plate, and then uses these angular plates here, and you put them out like straight out, like this, and attach everything, and then you angle them in, and I thought that was really nice. On the front there are stickers, but not too bad. Those are identical, and these are nice little side builds. Very, very simple, but they match other side builds for Wrapped In and other characters from other sets, so that's very cool. And then the rest of the build is this Spinjitzu race car. So this is really cool. I love Zane's color scheme. I really like this light blue or like ice blue and the white. I think it's great. It looks great with the gold accents. So that's really, really cool. We get two of these new kind of collectible orbs. I don't have this color yet. These, I only got one other one of these in the Heatwave Transforming Dragon set. So now I have two out of, I think, 6 or so. And I'll have to look into how to get the rest of those orbs there. But here, instead of being like launched out, they do serve a bit of a function here. But this car is really, really cool. I love the shaping. It almost, these black beams down here and some of how the color is used really like accentuates kind of the curves and the shape in a way that makes it seem more advanced than it really is. So this is like really wide back here and nice angles, and it's almost like the blue takes over and the black it kind of fades away, so it's almost like that's not even there, and it gets very, very narrow before flaring out again, which I really, really like. We get some silver here for some like exhaust, nice stuff for the spoiler there. We have a kind of steering yoke using like a game controller in there, and a place for a minifigure to sit. A couple gold blasters or minifig accessories as detail up here. One of these big panels, very nice. Some molded ice pieces here, and all this is very cool. I will point out all these stickers here. So there was the 2 stickers on the side build gliders, sticker on each of these panels here, sticker on this slope, sticker on the slope here and on the other side. Then we have a sticker right here, and underneath that we have a sticker right here, and this sticker is really, really cool. It's super detailed, and I was actually surprised that I liked it so much. There's like good gradient in there and a lot of detail, but then it gets covered up, or it doesn't have to get covered up, but you know, it largely is when this is down like that, so it gets covered up. Kind of interesting. Really like the shaping at the front and the angle at which this clips together using underneath here we can see the modified plate with the kind of groove coming off of it, and these plates with the handle or the bar coming off of it, so when this is clipped on it just fits right up next to that, getting a really, really nice angle on the front. And I think the shape of this is really cool, and it functions great. So we can roll it back and forth. Feels really good. The back wheels are rubber on rims. The front wheels are like the harder plastic wheel, and that's actually really good because there's the kind of function for this is a Spinjitzu race car. So there's no like active steering, there's no suspension, there's no actual like turning, but because these front wheels are the harder plastic and these back wheels are rubber, very easy to turn it like this, so no problem there, which I really like. But then there's another element because this is supposed to spin. If we flip this down at the back, one of the things we can see is there's this gold bit here that can spin freely. So we flip this down, and then we flip the spoiler down, and what that does is you can see kind of the mechanism connecting all these. It lifts the wheels up a bit. So now these wheels are higher than these pieces here, so that when this is sat down, this rotates even easier and can kind of rotate in place. Now the idea would be that these rotate almost as free kind of wheels there along with this. Now because of the surface that I'm on right now, these kind of new balls, these new orbs are not rotating as much just because of the surface here, but you can see if I just rotate those balls on their own how the vehicle moves. So it's like a really simple kind of mechanism to spin this out, and then we can flip it back and drive off and speed away and be speeding into a place and then kind of drift and spin around and speed back. I think that's a really, really good feature. It works pretty flawlessly, and it's pretty nice. So like we can already turn a lot because of the different wheels there, but and while we're moving, but then we can like flip that up, and then these back wheels don't make contact or are barely lifted up, and that's really well done. I think that's great for play and great for display. Well, I mean, it doesn't add a lot for display necessarily, but one of the things that I was concerned about sometimes with these rubbery wheels that are very have a lot of air in there, I worry about like having something too heavy or just resting on those in one spot for a long time. And I actually think for displaying this long term, it's really nice to be able to, lift those so there's not as much weight and not as much stress and pressure on the tires there. So either like putting this on a little stand or on a brick to lift the tires up, but also this kind of has that built in. Now, I don't know long term if you can really damage these. This is pretty small, pretty light, but I just worry sometimes long term with these kind of tires, and I don't have to worry about that much at all for this. So there might be value in displaying it just only like that instead of on its wheels there. And it's such a small difference, but it's a really, really nice one, and it just works, and that's really, really great. So this car really can spin, and I bet, if you kind of let it go, it'll just spin pretty good, which is really nice. It does what it needs to do there. So it is a Spinjitzu race car. I think the details are good. I think the shaping is really, really nice. Like I say, these Technic beams kind of get faded away by the contrast of the color. So I really like how this flares out and how sharp these angles are. It feels very icicle kind of deal. These pieces are really, really nice. How this comes up here is nice. I already mentioned the angle there. So this is just a really great use of pieces. If we look at the back, we use kind of a Speed Champion fender there to go around this little wheel, and that's really nice. Little translucent back there. None of these stickers were too much of an issue for me. It would be great if this kind of on these big panel pieces were a print, but for this set, my sticker went on there pretty fine, and I just think this is really, really great. Now, this set is $35 for 307 pieces, so this is on the cheaper end of the new wave of sets. It's cheaper than Sora's mech transforming bike. It's cheaper than the Heatwave Dragon, so it is on the lower end of the spectrum for the new releases here, comparatively. And I think that's not that bad of a price. 307 pieces, they're not all used in here. They're used for some accessories. They're used for these side builds. Not a ton, but some. It's not nothing. So that puts this vehicle in the 200 something. A couple specialized pieces, big tires, different tires. We get 2 of the new orbs that are really, really cool. I didn't show those that much, but I love how these orbs look. I think they're dual molded, but they just did a really good job with those. So I'm very happy to have more and can't wait to get more. So this is bigger than a Speed Champions car, even if it's not as many pieces or close to as many pieces, but costing more. But there is a lot of really, really cool stuff in here, and I like the play function a lot. And then we get 4 minifigures and 4 really great ones. So these kind of antagonist villain minifigures are really, really well done. All the gold and the metallic printing is great. So I really, really like that. And then I didn't have Cole or Zane from the Dragon Rising season, and these are really, really good too, and I'm very happy to have gotten them. I actually think these 2 are 2 of my favorites, besides maybe Sora, and Wildfire was okay, but like between Aaron, Kai, Lloyd, those kind of characters, I don't think I have Jay yet. I'm not sure, but I really like Cole and Zane just mostly because of their color schemes. So I'm very, very happy to have gotten these, and I think this looks awesome. I just recently built the Legacy Zane's Titan mech battle set, and I really loved the colors of that. I really like the white and the blue. It's very, very clean, very crisp. So this was great to build. I think there's value here. 35 doesn't feel terrible to me. 4 minifigures, couple side builds, and a pretty great vehicle for the main build. If it was cheaper, again, like I normally say, great. If this is a $30 set instead of $35, I think a lot of people would be happy about that. I would be happier about that. It's only a $5 difference. It's not, quite 20% less, but it's a meaningful difference, I think, especially for more impulse buys or for, toys for kids, or for younger folk. This is like at 30, it just feels a little more accessible than at 35, going up and up and up. And if we're putting this in the cheaper end of the spectrum for the new wave, yeah, I think 30 feels a little better. But then again, I mean, you pay $25 for a Speed Champion and they might be licensed and whatever, but this is like bigger and different, and 4 minifigures that are quite good with midsection, feet printing, all this stuff. And so, it kind of makes sense. I think this sort of is in line with what Lego prices are. I always thought Ninjago was kind of a really good value line, and I think in many ways it is. I don't know if I've encountered very many Ninjago sets where I was like, well, this is way overpriced. This is like hilariously overpriced. It may be that because of price changes and because of the economy and because whatever else, and because potentially corporate greed and whatever, that Lego is expensive, but this, it doesn't feel too terrible to me. Again, I'd like it to be cheaper, but this feels about right. So there's a lot of good stuff in here, and I think this is a really, really good set. Now, I don't know if I like it more or less than the Sora's Mech transforming bike. I think I like that one more, but I think I like this more than the Heatwave Dragon. I just think this is like a more fun thing. It was a more engaging build, and I think I would have more fun playing with this, and I think it kind of looks cooler too. That dragon didn't really do it for me, even though, I mean, it was good. It's just I like this better, and I like Sora's bike mech better. So really, really nice. Can't wait to look at more of the brand new Dragon Rising Ninjago in the future. So if you like this video, consider giving it a like. And if you like the other videos on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I will be doing here in the future, including a bunch more Ninjago, of Dragon Rising, of still some crystallized stuff, some legacy, and just stuff from all different seasons. And then also a bunch of Lego not Ninjago stuff, tons of different themes, tons of different sets of different prices and piece counts and all different things, including a bunch of the new stuff that just came out for June of 2023. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Lego videos. And if you feel like supporting this channel in a different way, consider hopping over to the Sobrix Patreon, where not only will you help support this channel and support me financially and help this channel grow and reach new goals and expand and keep allowing me to do this, but also you'll get access to some exclusive content. I've been working on some bigger sets over there, and I post my videos there early, and I'm going to do a bunch of other stuff there as it continues to develop. So maybe consider checking that out. Every little bit helps. I really appreciate everybody watching. So thank you very much. And until next time, thanks. Bye.